It was nice to win. I think we needed it for our the win column. We needed to get to 22, 23, 24 wins or somewhere along those lines. And right now, every game is important. Every game's a big game, and to grit out a win, shoot a half-court hook shot, a free, whatever it was to come away with a win, we were going to be pretty happy. You know, at Rhode Island, I like the team. I like their guards. I think their big guys play physical, and they're pretty skilled, and they do a good job of running a lot of different sets to get guys open. I thought they played us tough.
Did you have a sense of deja vu, really, given Rhode Island is a team that has some talent, but the win-loss record doesn't reflect it in the same way with George Mason?
Well, you know, I remember back when we didn't have a great record a few times playing Rhode Island, and we beat them, and they were kind of in a similar position that we are. And that was the deja vu I was thinking of. That I didn't want them to be kind of the team that knocks us out or, you know, puts us off the whatever you want to call it. So we were trying to make sure that that didn't happen tonight. And fortunately, it didn't.
Derek, can you talk a little bit about the defense on the their last possession, that keeping them from getting a good look at the three? And did you think about fouling? Was there?
But there's 24 seconds left, so no. And as the play's going, it got down to 6, 8, 4, whatever it was, or 9. Yeah, at that point, but the play's moving. And they were really looking to get Mumford shots, and I thought Trey stayed right up on him, and then Buchanan kind of had one, and he drove it and kicked it out. But I thought we did a great job of paying attention to detail, and I thought Caddy was especially sharp the last run that he had defensively after missing a few assignments during the game. You know, we talked profusely about stepping up on those ball screens and not get a guy a shot. I'll say it again, Matt, profusely. About stepping up on those ball screens, and he gave Mumford a couple, which kind of made me somewhat angry, I should say.
That block make up for?
Yeah, he's okay in my book now. We'll let him practice tomorrow.
DG, in terms of you guys started with the little floater and the three-pointer, the 18-5 run that kind of took the wind out of their sails a little bit in the first half. Could you guys sense that things that were starting to snowball a little bit and you needed to kind of restart and get going in the first half?
Yeah, for sure. At halftime, we were just talking about we got to come out strong the first 4 minutes. So we threw the first punch, and we capitalized on a lot of points that we should have capitalized in the first half. But we kind of sensed that we was going to make a goal.
In terms of that coincided with your first three, as a team, the first three-pointers since like the middle of the George Washington game. Is that nice to kind of see some of those shots start to fall as you dug after them that early hole?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, after GW played VCU, it was kind of like an up and down game, so it wasn't really a three-point shooting game. And this game, we kind of thought they was going to deny the wings, but they actually kind of like clogged the paint. So, you know, it was good that we can get that three down and just start a run.
Derek, were you looked like you were going out, trying to take advantage of opportunities in the last few minutes? Is that kind of, are you at the point now where your confidence is as high as it is, that in a late game situation you feel like you can make things happen driving?
Yeah, my confidence just keeps building and building every game. And I just look at it as if I miss a shot, I mean, I'm going to keep shooting. I'm not going to miss a shot and get down on myself, and then that's when I'm going to start playing best. So, yeah, the acrobatic layup that I hit came at the right time. So.
For Coach, do you feel that much more confident in him now when he's going to the basket in big spots?
Oh yeah, definitely. Except for when he missed there on the break. No, I feel confident. I mean, he's back to making just about every close shot or layup that he takes, and that's kind of what I remember of him. Not even last year in practice, but even watching him in AAU ball or with high school that he just finished, and that's what he's getting back to. Playing a little closer to the rim and making some big layups for us and some mid-range shots.
But you talked a lot about free throws this year. You made 10 or 12 to kind of put things away at the end there. Is it nice to see? Yeah,
it was great. You know, because we had missed 2 and then a 1 and 1, I think, the front end in that stretch, and then we made, like you said, 10 to 12. So it was nice to see the guys. We've been shooting a lot of free throws in practice. So it's good to see the stuff you work on carry over to a game and actually have some value. It's tough when you. Say you're out of bounds under plays 150 times and you run them in a game and you get nothing, then that is like, what are you guys doing? But when we're shooting free throws or we shot a lot of threes or whatever it is this week, it's nice to see us make some of them.
You didn't see a lot of Brood in the first matchup because of foul trouble, but you made a point of bringing him up this week during practice just about what kind of player he is? Did he live up to what you thought?
Yeah, he was great. I mean, we watched him in high school. I thought he was great then. We would like to have recruited him. We didn't, weren't really able to. On a transfer, I thought, he was already going to Rhodey, so it was, he was a good player. I mean, he's somebody that I watched and liked him at Rutgers, liked him at Rhode Island, and he played well. I was happy to see Caddy didn't fall for his trick 2 times, especially at the end there. The hear him, ooh, see ya. I don't know how you write that, but ooh, see ya. But to have him not fall for that fake at the end was nice to see, because the kid's a good player. He's got some tricks to him.
Derek, when you look at the rebounding margin you guys had in the second chance points, what does that tell you about the way your team had to go about winning tonight's game?
Well, I thought we scrapped on the boards. We did. We hit the boards pretty hard. Some of it was we missed a lot of easy ones that we were right kind of around the rim to finish, but I did think the guys did a nice job of crashing the glass on both ends of the floor. When you have a 13 rebounding margin and shoot 31 free throws, you're usually in pretty good shape. And I thought we took care of the ball tonight. We didn't defend great. I thought we gave them a lot of non-contested plays where they just said an easy rip screen and got a layup, or a back screen and got a layup. So some of the things we just need to work on and get better. And I still think the VCU game, with the speed and the pace of that, we still had a little, I guess, effects from that game.
In a late game situation, when the game is tight and you're up against a team that maybe has trouble closing games out, is it something that you tell your guys about, remind them about?
I don't tell them, but we kind of have our little package together. We're not usually going to call timeout. We have 4 or 5 plays we're going to run. Defensively, I thought if we get up pressure and we clamp down a little bit, we can make them make some mistakes. And they went to some guys that weren't their primary options, I think, down the stretch because of our pressure. So our guys, that's the one nice thing about having, seniors and juniors and guys that have been around the game a long time, that I think they have a decent feel now of what to do coming down the stretch. And we haven't won all of them, but we've done pretty well in the last, 3 minutes of games in the last, really the last year and a half, 2 years. That Charlotte game bugs me still down there last year, that game.
DJ, E.C. Matthews, he finished with 14, but a couple of those baskets were at the end of each of that. What do you think of the way that you guys handled him, given how hot he was coming into this game?
He's a great player. I was just trying to sit on them to go right, so I got called for a little chippy foul. But he's a great player, and he was able to contain him from going off for a big game. So even though he ended up with 14, I still felt we did our job.